Hi, we are going to do a heart-opening flow today, and it will be about 30 minutes. Nice little lunch break flow, and then we're also saving this for later. So if you can't make it right now, we will save it on Instagram. It will be going into the app. Hi, Michelle. We are putting together the live schedule too for September, so if you haven't received the link to connect your calendar, comment studio, and I will make sure to send it to you. Oh, someone says no sound. Can you all hear me? Hi. Oh, okay, good. Make sure you turn up your sound if you can't hear me. Sometimes that happens. So your own volume. So good. Oh, Glowsy's in the house. I had a little Glowsy this morning to hydrate myself. Thank you. Oh, so good. Okay, so today we're going to do a little something at the end. So if you have a pillow that you can grab if you're at home, or a blanket that you can put underneath your spine, we're going to just do fish pose. We're actually going to open up our hearts. You can also just do this on your back on the mat, but it's really, really nice if you can lay on a pillow or a wound up blanket, or even better, some blocks. Usually I don't have everyone bring a lot of props because I'm not sure what you have at home, but we're building out some props. So any props that you want, just ask LL Briscoe here. Okay. Yay. All right, we'll begin. Thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to turn comments off for now. Make sure you have a little water with you, your blocks if you have them, your pillow, your bolster. And we are just going to begin on our knees, one hand on our heart and one hand on our belly. We're going to feel the difference, especially at the end of this flow, how much more open our heart is. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Inhale and exhale. Connecting with maybe your heartbeat, your physical body. And throughout this flow, we are going to focus on just opening up. So much of us closes off, especially throughout the day, to protect ourselves, to feel safe. Maybe we are closed off from the world right now because of hurt or something that we're going through. I want you to know that you're safe right here. You're safe in this space to completely open up, open yourself to blessings, to movement, to love, to nourishment. You deserve it. Inhale and exhale. Making our way into a little child's pose. I want your knees to be wide, toes touching, and palms forward. Sit back on your heels, and right here to really open up the heart, I just want you to bend your elbows, take your thumbs together on the back of your head, and do a little reverse prayer. Dropping your your forehead to the mat. Inhale and exhale. Allowing this pose to really open up your heart space, letting everything drop down to the mat. When you're ready, place your palms underneath your shoulders and come forward onto all fours. Bring your knees stacked underneath your hips. Try to inhale your heart forward, open that up. And exhale, arch your spine, tuck your tailbone. Inhale your heart forward. And exhale. Keep it going 2 more times here. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Coming to a neutral tabletop. Just kick your right leg behind you, and we're going to go into tiger pose here. So with your left hand, I want you to reach back for your foot and opening up that heart, the quadricep, your torso, maybe gazing up at the sky over your shoulder. One more breath here. And slowly release. Bring your left palm to the earth, your right knee down. And same thing on the other side. Lift up your left leg and turn, opening up that heart, grabbing your back foot. This side is a little tighter. This should feel really nice on the chest, the shoulders, especially if you've been sitting this morning. Maybe you gaze up at the sky. And gently release that back foot. Bring your right palm down. This time, just scoot your knees back a little bit and make sure that your hips are stacked right over those knees. Staying right there, reach forward into melting heart pose or puppy pose. And this is stretching out the chest, opening up that heart space. Let everything fall into the mat. Inhale. Exhale through your nose. Inhale. Same thing. One more breath. Gently shift forward. And let's do 3 more cat-cows here. And just feel the difference. How much more open our heart is, our shoulders. Inhale your heart forward. And exhale. Inhale your heart forward. Let's do 1 more. Okay, come into a neutral tabletop. Take your left hand to your left ear, and we are just going to bring it down to our right wrist, and then opening up our chest and our shoulder over to the side. Bring it down, inhale, and exhale out to the side. Inhale, and exhale. Gorgeous. Two, Last one here. What I want you to do is just open up, bring your arm up to the sky, and then thread the needle, bring it down below. Maybe resting your ear on the mat here. On your next inhale, come back to a neutral position. Bring your right hand to your right ear and then down to your left wrist and then open up. Inhale down. Exhale, open. Last one right here. Bring your arm up to the sky, twist open, and thread the needle, and bring it on down. And then coming back into a neutral position. Just sit back on your heels. One more time, just a regular child's pose. This is your safe pose, your resting pose. You can come back here anytime throughout your practice to take a couple breaths to reset. Inhale and exhale. And come up onto those knees. And we're just going to push our hips forward here and shoulders back. Our hearts are forward. Try to make a lot of space between your ears and your shoulders. And then when I say squeeze your shoulder blades together, I want you to imagine my hands are on your back and I'm just kind of bringing your shoulders back and down. Clasp your hands behind you and open up that chest. So this pose right here, we are going to do this throughout the practice. So I just want to show you, we're not here with our shoulder blades up or our traps contracting. We are back and down, opening up those shoulders, the heart space here. So good. And gently release here. And this time we're just going to lean back and reach for our heels. You can go up on your toes and go into camel. Now for me, this is comfortable. I'm 20 weeks pregnant. But if you'd like to go further, you can even bring your head back, opening up even more. Do what feels good for your body right now. And gently come back up. And we are going to step one foot out. So let's bring our left foot forward. And lean forward, just get a nice hip flexor stretch here. And then coming back. Again, clasping your hands behind you, open up that heart and that chest. Now make sure that your left foot and your right foot, it's kind of like a train track, so you have enough balance. And so your feet aren't stacked in front of each other. When you're ready, curl your back toes, and we're going to lift up here. Great job. Staying right there. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring your back heel down. Warrior one pose with your legs. Inhale through your nose. And exhale, dive it down. Humble warrior. So let your head hang, still opening up your heart. And when you're ready, rise on up. Lift up your back heel and drop it back down. Gently release those hands and step it back. Reset here, draw your belly button into your spine and take a step out with your right leg. Get a nice stretch in that hip flexor. This routine will always be here for you too. It's very restorative. And then take your hands, clasp them behind you, open up that chest and that heart. And when you're ready, curl the back toes, rise on up. When you're ready, bring that back heel down, warrior one pose with those legs, and dive it on down, humble warrior. And bring it back up. Bring that back heel up to when you're ready, and bring it on down. So good. And back to your knees, palms down, push back into downward facing dog. Press into your palms, maybe pedal out those feet, stretching out the hamstrings, the calves. Bring your tailbone to the sky, your heart down, your heels down. Inhale, and exhale everything down more. Melt into your mat. Inhale, and exhale. On your next inhale, shift forward into plank. And then drop your hips down. So right here, I'm going to stay here just because of my pregnant belly. You can also do Sphinx pose right here to open up your heart, where your belly would be more on the ground, your forearms down. Now my legs are resting. If you would like to advance this, you can actually float those legs off of the ground, flexing through those quadriceps and having your weight pushing into the tops of your feet, or you can have them resting. Making sure you're breathing. When you're ready, curl your back toes, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel to the sky and open up that hip. You can stay here, or to open up even more, you can flip your dog. Beautiful. On your next inhale, come back, right leg up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, bring your knee to your nose and step it all the way through. Rise up to crescent. And baby back bend, opening up that heart. Back on up and open up to warrior two. Good, bending in that front leg, gazing over those front fingertips. And we're just going to go into a little side angle. And again, opening up here. And gaze up at those fingertips at the sky. You can bring the arm out even more. And opening up your heart space here. Let's gently come back to warrior two, and then reverse your warrior. Cartwheel your hands down, and then just push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank, and drop those hips down. Same thing, weight in the top of your feet. You can float those legs off the ground, making sure your heels are not caving outward. Nice and neutral, yes, or you can drop them down. Shoulders back, heart forward. Curl your back toes and push back, downward facing dog. Inhale your left heel to the sky and open up that hip. You can stay here or you can flip your dog. Making sure you're breathing. And when you're ready, bring that left palm to the earth, left heel to the sky. Inhale and exhale, knee to nose, step it all the way through. Rise up to crescent. Open up warrior two. And bring that forearm to the front thigh. And side angle pose, gazing up with those fingertips and opening up even more. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, cartwheel down, push back, downward facing dog. So good. Bring your knees down to the ground. You can grab a little sip of water. Checking in. How are you all doing? You can heart in the right hand corner. How are you doing? When you're ready, come back to your knees. And we're going to step out with our right leg. Clasp our hands behind us. Curl your back toes, rise on up. Bring your back heel down, inhale. Exhale, dive it on down. Inhale, come back up. Lift that back heel and drop it on down. Back knees together. Left foot forward. Curl your back toes. Lift on up. Exhale, back heel down. Inhale. And exhale, dive it on down, humble warrior. Inhale up. Lift up your back heel and back down, knees together. When you're ready, palms down, push back, and downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel to the sky. You've got this. Open up the hip, flip your dog if you'd like to. Inhale. And exhale, bring that right palm down, right heel up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step it all the way through. Crescent. Open up warrior two. And bring it down, side angle pose. And reverse. Cartwheel down, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale your left heel to the sky. Exhale, open up. And flip your dog if you'd like to. And bring that right or left palm to the earth, left heel up. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it all the way through, rise up to crescent. Open up warrior two. And bring it on down, side angle. And reverse. And cartwheel down. Downward facing dog. Bring your knees down and sit back, child's pose. So good. Shift it forward onto all fours. We're going to go back to tiger. And feel the difference now that we've flowed. Lift up your right leg behind you and then reach back with your hand and grab that foot. You feel the difference? It's so nice. We are open and open together. Gently release. And the other side. Lift up that left leg, opening up our heart on the right side and grabbing that foot. And gently releasing, coming back to our knees and grabbing onto those heels for a little camel again. Feeling the difference before versus after the flow. And gently come back. And this time, if you would like, you can grab your blocks and place your elbows on the blocks on the lowest setting and sit back, reverse prayer, thumbs to the back of the neck, and just let your triceps stretch here, your chest open. Inhale and exhale through your nose. And gently shift forward, come to your palms, and you can use your blocks here too. Push back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring it forward. Drop your shin to the ground. And right here, we're going to stretch out our glutes. And you can take your hands behind you and open up your heart. A little pigeon and heart opener. If this is too intense, you can, of course, put your palms down on your mat or your blocks. On your next inhale, place your palms down, curl your back toes, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale your left heel up to the sky, and exhale, knee to nose, and drop down that shin. Same thing. Clasp your hands behind you. And on your next inhale, place your palms down, curl your back toes, and push back. Exhale, downward facing dog. The final resting pose here that we're going to do together is fish pose. This is where, if you have a blanket, wind it up and place it on your mat the long way. You can have a pillow and kind of just fold it or put it together as long as it's supporting the base of your head and your spine. And then if you have your blocks, I have these on the lowest setting. And what you do is you lay down. I'm not going to stay because I'm going to go through our final meditation here. I like to butterfly my legs open for this and lay back with your spine on the block, and then your head gently resting on that block. What you want is your shoulders to be free to open up here. And you can play with your arms up over your shoulders. And this is really, especially with the blocks or even a foam roller, you can see the limitations that we have with the tightness in our chest. So you can see how my elbows are struggling actually to even touch the ground. So I need to do some more heart opening. And you can have your legs straight for fish pose. Again, I like to butterfly them open for some hip opening as well. Staying here, closing your eyes, letting yourself release and open. I'm going to read you something that I wrote this morning over my coffee before the girls woke up and got them off to school. I just found just a little quiet moment to put this together for you. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Right here, let's open our hearts to what could be. I want you to ask yourself, why do I sometimes close my heart? We all do. Sometimes we close our hearts off from the world because of the pain we're feeling, grief, loss, maybe trust or wounds. Everyone in this space, everyone in the studio today is going through something. Inhale and send her strength. I want you to know that you are not only divinely protected, but someone out there in the studio right now even is looking for a heart just like yours. I've learned that if we never allow ourselves to open up through our healing, we may never know the gifts we have inside that we can give, or the blessings coming our way. Inhale, open up. Now I see you. After going through everything that you have experienced, I want you to know that opening up isn't a sign of weakness, but of profound strength. It takes courage to start again. It takes love and strength to move forward. You are protected in more ways than you can imagine. Your love is your shield. Open up and just know that you are safe. Let love in. Let your life be rich in peace, serenity, connection, and freedom. I love this Greek quote, "The secret to happiness is freedom. The secret of freedom is courage." And I know that you have it within you. Inhale and exhale. Gently roll off of your pillow or your blocks. Using your bicep as a pillow. And pressing up into a seated position. Crossing your legs. And we're going to put our hands in our hearts the same way that we began, and our hands in our belly. Connecting again and just feeling how much more open we feel. Open into the possibilities, the blessings, the future, and the gifts that we can give. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in Studio KSL. It is such a joy to practice and flow with you. I definitely needed that today, and I can't wait to do it again with you. I love you, and I'll see you at the next workout. Practice, flow. See you soon. I'm going to turn comments on. Grab a little water. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Lynette. I think about you all the time. Yay! Okay, do we need yoga blocks? I got these on Amazon. I can link them. They're just cork ones, but if you want KSL ones, I'm sure Brian will make them for you. Yes, the mats are so good. So this is just the initial run, so I don't know how quickly they'll sell out. The booty bands are also sold out, so we're gonna bring those back. Thank you. Oh, this was Lindsay's first yoga flow postpartum when her baby was by her side. I love that so much. You know, sometimes we think that everything needs to be set up perfectly for us to be able to find movement, but sometimes it's in the middle of our floor, with our baby there, or our pets, or our computer that we jump back into work right after. So I'm just so grateful that you are here. And then, oh, Allie says, KSL everything, please. LL Briscoe. Yes. Okay, so the schedule is coming for next month. Oh, Lindsay. You know what? Sometimes we just need a good cry. And we're all going through something, right? And if any of us were to pick up the phone right now and FaceTime one another and share where our heart is today, we would realize that, you know, everyone is, I don't like to say fighting, but pushing through a battle or going through a battle that maybe we know nothing about, but we can always offer each other support and love, and just know that. And so wherever you go today, okay, so I guess we were all crying today. I love you. Yeah, I know that we can all be here for one another no matter what, and when we go get a coffee or walking down the street or we're driving or we're going to drop off or pick up, that's what our day is going to look like outside of this. When you pass someone, just giving them a smile, holding the door, offering to help them, and they might go home and be like, gosh, I needed that so much. And maybe the next time they see you, they talk to you, and then you guys connect, and you never know where kindness and opening up your heart will take you. And so now we're all open to give and to receive. All right, I love you. Thank you for joining me. We went a little over. Oh, Michelle said the music was spot on. Brian, thank you. Yes, amen. I love you all. Thank you. It's such a joy to flow with you. I'll see you soon.